Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well as per usual. You've just witnessed West Ham draw 0-0 at home against Everton. It really was a terrible game of football for both fans. If you're watching it, I mean, no one's going to have fun watching that on highlights or anything like that. Terrible performance from both teams, if I'm being really honest with you. West Ham could have stole the game. You know, there was chances. Each team had chances coming into the game, but I really struggled. It was a struggle watch. I mean, I'm sitting at home in the comfort of my home, and it was an awful, awful, awful experience. I know obviously loads of people in the stadium, they're messaging and saying it's just absolutely terrible. But my biggest concern in this whole matter, my biggest concern is simply that we have no style, we have no philosophy. I think that's really key. I could understand, and this is not me calling upon the head of Lopetegui, but the communication needs to. The players need to understand what's going to happen, and we need to understand what's going to happen. Yes, okay, we've not been beaten. Yes, okay, we've got a point, but there is no philosophy. There is no style of play. Each game is getting worse and worse as performances. Okay, positives to take from today is we didn't concede. But let's be brutally honest, we came up against Everton who really struggled. They struggled. And as did we. Yeah, so it's really, really tough. But Pickford's kept them in the game. Fabianski made one world-class save as well that kept us in the game. So yeah, it's a nightmare, really, to be honest. There are going to be no highlights to talk about, of course, but I suppose it's going to get your point across. Russell come in from the London Stadium and get his point across as well. Utter crap as per usual. Quick review, as there are no highlights. That's from Graham Lindsay and Michael Blaze. We have been left wanting again, just not good enough. No energy, no passion, no game plan. That's the point. That's the point I want to make. Like, if I can absolutely bear with, not getting results week in and week out. And it's not even about playing well. It's just about seeing some vision, some philosophy, some decision making. I wouldn't be against so much that we really change things up and maybe Danny Ings starts and we put Lewis Guilherme in. Now, I don't think Danny Ings is the answer. I'm just saying it has to change because we can't keep playing this way. And if you put Lewis Guilherme in, then, for the 3 or 4 minutes that he played at the end of the game, he looked decent, but our next 2 games are going to be tough. We're away to Newcastle, home to Arsenal, and we don't have Kudus again and things like that. And we've got an international break now, and we've just got to hope that something happens in this international break that can give the rocket up the arse. And it is sleepy. 0 points from the next 2. That's another weekend ruined. It does feel like that. It really does. I know it's so harsh, and you're going to have a set of fan base going, "Oh well, we can't panic, and you can't lose and stuff like that." Well, no, I'm not saying that, but it just a really awful experience, really, to be honest. It's something absolutely needs to change, and we need to see some direction from the club, some direction from Lopetegui, something. Because right now, this is not working. And if you drip feed a point here, there, and everywhere, lose 3, win 1, I just don't see where the relevant direction of this club and this is going. I genuinely thought Lopetegui would come in and give us... I didn't expect flamboyant style of football. I didn't think we would be tiki-taki style of football. I just felt we would hold possession more, hold it comfortably, and be comfortable on the ball. But we don't look comfortable on the ball. We do not look comfortable on the ball. That's a concern. There were several times that game. I'm not saying Everton played well, but Everton certainly played better in tight spaces because they could get the ball out of those tight spaces. Jacob says that's another weekend ruined by this effing team. How's Pickford saved that at the end, by the way? Piss performance in the first half and a little bit better in the second, but miles off it. And we are miles off it. Blimey, it's going to be hard to find any highlights in that mess. Sack him from Raja. On that performance of the strikers, Ings must start the next game, even though he'll get smashed versus Newcastle and Arsenal. I know, but I don't. There's part of me that's possibly agreeing with you because we need the shake up. We need to fucking grab them and shake them up. It's ridiculous. What is this here? It's a hurt to watch the next 2 weekends. The boos were loud as hell. Michael says job's on the line to sit back and do nout. Does he know he is over his head? This is where I think West Ham will sit. I don't think the board want to sack him. Do I think they'll be checking up on other options? Absolutely. Why? Because that's how they conduct their business. If something comes up that presents itself to them, will they jump ship? Yes, they will. But will it happen? I don't know. And what will happen if we get someone else that presents themselves to us? Will it change? Probably not. Why? Because we've got the same fucking owners in charge. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. It's really just a fucking frustratingly crap thing. It's just a bit crap. Simply, it's just a bit crap, innit? Plenty of comments coming in. Let me just quickly sort this out while we're here. And we're waiting for Russ, of course, to come in. Where's the comments? Sack him now and get in Potter. Fucking hell, man. I mean, if you want Potter in, like, you're going to have to give us a whole season to bed him in as well. Time to go Floppy. It's Sullivan and Loppy who need to go now. Great chances, Somerville Ings. Good goalkeeping today on both sides. Come on, you Irons. I love the positivity. I love it. I'm struggling with it, but I love it. 0 points from the next 3. Jesus Christ. Michael Blease, rumour this season. Potter hasn't had a job since Chelsea. His wife stopped me from his payoff, but surely he wants to work again now. Ings had fight. He should have started over Antonio in this. I thought Ings actually did more in the time he had on the park than what than Antonio did. In a boring dross game, we could have nicked that apart from Pickford, not philosophy from winning matches. Do we have to look at players too, wanting it, giving effort? They don't look like they do, Trini. The thing is, if you look... There's an interesting thing there because we brought Wan-Bissaka off and put Sufalo on, and I think Wan-Bissaka's been one of our better players this season. But there was one thing that concerned me in the first half was his lackadaisical approach to getting the ball back. When the ball got sprayed over, I can't remember who the player was. Tarkowski played the ball over to the back post, and Mikalenko got it. Now, Mikalenko could have driven into the box, but chose to cross it in low, and it was cleared from Todibo. But it was their approach from Wan-Bissaka jogging. And I don't know if there's something in that. I don't know. That's always the case. It's always the case. Everton had more possession than us. Yeah, well, of course they did. I'm trying to get you the stats now. I mean, what? Here you go. What do you think the possession was? It was 51% possession to Everton to West Ham's 49%. Listen, I don't think any team played better than anyone else. It was a crap game. It really was. You could sit here and say there was 18 shots to Everton to West Ham's 11. They outshot us in this game. Who was the busier keeper? It was by far Pickford. So sometimes the stats are just are kind of bullshit in that case. Just boring game. Get Loppy out. Sully out. 28 points needed from 27 games. Thought Wan-Bissaka wasn't very good today. I thought his approach was slow. And maybe that's why he brought him off. I don't know. Yeah, the possession was that close. 51% to Everton to West Ham's 49%. I know I've got another comment there I want to read. Total shots from West Ham, 11. Total shots from Everton, 18. We made 4 saves. They made 6 saves. We had 7 corner kicks. They had 6 corner kicks. We had 438 passes. They had 451 passes in the game as well. So there you go. We will finish 16th and 17th. Everton are out of the competition. We'll beat Saints and Wolves and lose everything else apart from the odd points. And finish around 13th, 14th and 15th. Everton had the lowest possession stats this season leading into this game, 37.28. No team spirit players looking like they can't be bothered to try. The stats make it look like it was an exciting 0-0, and that's a very good way to put it. It absolutely does make it look like it was an exciting 0-0, and it was actually, as you've all witnessed, one of the worst games that I can remember from watching at West Ham. However, in doing these, because I talk over them and I'm giving you match commentary, each time I feel like I'm saying, oh, this is a rubbish game, and then I say the next game, oh, this is a worse game, and then it's a worse game, and then it's a worse game, and it feels like that. It's just the lack of desire. And I genuinely feel the shake-up needs to be quite large. If it means they're not going to jump from the manager yet, then the shake-up needs to be large in terms of what they're going to do with the team. We've got big games coming up next, and we need to do something. Oh, is he there? Is he there? Hold on, I'll bring him on. Let me 2 seconds. Let me do it the way. Here he is. DJ Russie beat. Oh, we lost him. We've got him back.
No. Have you woken up?
Mate. Do you blame me though? Like, the thing is, Russ, right? I know I wasn't at the stadium, but you know, whether you're at the stadium or not, you can tell, even if you're not at the stadium, how the stadium's feeling, right? You can tell from here. There's Alex in the house, but you can tell that no one was up for it.
Yeah.
And you know, whether you were in the stadium or at home, it just was awful. It's a fucking awful experience. It was an awful experience, and it's fucking boring, and I'm bored. Fucking bored.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so. I honestly couldn't have taken a nap in that first half. I'm bored of being bored. I'm so done with it. It's started really frustrating me that every single week we go and watch a game. Like we don't know what to expect, but at the same time we know exactly what to expect.
We know exactly
and it's
what to
probably
expect.
going to just be something that's just very uninspiring. Very rarely do we see anything but that, and it's just so boring, especially against these kind of teams that we should be dominating against. I don't think Everton were particularly good today. I thought we made them look a lot better than what they were. I just have no idea. I have no idea how we're supposed to be playing, what our plan is, nothing. And it's just a lack of energy.
Alex, you make the most valid point, right? And what I'm going to do after I make this point, I'm going to leave you and Russ and Alex to talk, because people want to see the London Stadium rather than see me sitting in my living room here.
Right.
However, before I go, I completely agree with you, because I said in our chat yesterday that if we had some form of philosophy, some form of style, and we were just getting the odd point and losing a couple of games, then I would understand why we would be like, well, it's annoying we're getting beat, but I'm going to stick by and it's going to take some time. But we have no style. Like, it's all very odd, because all the decisions getting made in terms of formations, each game's different, players getting dropped, players getting brought in, substitutions getting quite odd. I said earlier on, Wan-Bissaka for a couple of times in the first half looked like he lacked, and I'm going to say it here, he looked like he couldn't be fucking arsed. And I think that's why Lopetegui's brought him off and put Soufal on, because there was a big ball made from Tarkowski to the back post. Michaelenko got around him, and Wan-Bissaka jogged. And I mean, I was getting pissed off. I was like, why are you jogging? But I seen Lopetegui on the sidelines going fucking ballistic. And there's no consistency right now. And I know as a coach you need to show the chop and changing, and you can change up things and stuff like that. But if you're going to change up things, they have to be impactful and actually work.
Totally.
And that's my concern. So I'm going to hand over you to you two. Much love.
Okay. Bye. That's it. No need for any subtitles now. Mate, honestly, it was just like pulling my teeth out. We can take his headphones back. Then we can't listen to him. Can't listen to him then. Can't understand what he said anyway.
Yeah.
C. What's C mean? Cult of personality. Could have played that. Oh, okay, very good. He can spell.
Can he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's going to put cunning plan, because that's what Lopetegui clearly had tonight. Not.
I don't know, what the hell are we doing?
I don't get it. I mean, come the other side, because I'm left-handed. So I didn't get it. I am standing up. Oh, piss off. There we go. We'll go. Let's go widescreen. There we go. I need to go widescreen. Yeah, very funny. Yeah, because I'm fat. Very good. Mate, I just didn't get it. I mean, Anton made a point. Actually, it was quite interesting when you saw that Wan-Bissaka's number came up. He must have stood there for 2 minutes. He didn't move.
No, he was having a chat, weren't he?
He was having a chat with Tolliver, yeah.
I think cannot be asked. I think that you can put that to a lot of the players. Now I know that we've been criticising players like Paquetá, but he still looks like he actually gives it that.
Yeah, you're right.
because he's always trying to get the ball moving quickly. He's
Yeah.
never allowed to, but he does show a little bit of passion. He's struggling, but at least he's showing something. I think Somerville showed some fights today.
Yeah.
A little bit of trying to get
I
forward.
think what Somerville showed was a bit of intensity.
Yeah.
You know, like he had the ball, and very much similar. He obviously hasn't got the bulk of a Caduce, but when he gets the ball, he wants to try and get something to start something going,
Yeah.
which was really, and you can see everyone getting behind him.
And I was pleased with Somerville's effort today as well, especially
Yeah.
coming back. He made a couple of good challenges.
Yeah, the
coming
first
back.
half, wasn't he? He ran back
Yeah.
brilliant.
He ran back brilliantly, and then we had a right go. But I mean, our distribution is shit.
Do you know what? It just seemed that everything was like either half a step in front or half a step behind someone. I mean, not being funny, Danny Ings is more in 20 minutes and Mikel Antoni did for 70 minutes.
Didn't they? I mean, he actually
He had a bit of intent about him as well. Do you know?
he wanted to get involved.
Yeah.
He wanted to get involved, and that's what we need. We need players who want to get stuck in, but we need it to be happening from the beginning, not last 10, 15
Well,
minutes.
obviously, based on Lopetegui's MO, for me, he was happy with the first half performance because we didn't make 3 changes at half time. That's the first time he's done it for ages.
I noticed exactly the same thing. I said, well, he must be looking at this team and thinking they're good enough to improve.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't think there was anything like. I can't really kind of point out to say that something was just any particular player was just shit. I just feel like there was just underperforming. There was just nothing else there.
It was just
Put
yeah.
it into words. It was shit, but
Because like if you think of it, looking like someone like Ghetto, I mean, he was actually doing what I thought he was brought in to do yet today. He didn't get too far forward.
no.
He stood in front of the back four, and he was pinging some nice balls. And so there was some, but it was just everything was just literally a little bit too short, a little bit too slow, a little bit. You know, and obviously we're unlucky. I mean, some could say some Pickford, but some could say some Fabianski as well.
No,
Really,
there was some good plays by Fabianski. There was.
there's some shocking distribution as well from Fabianski.
Fuck, mate. I mean, how many times did he get the ball, look like he was about to go and put it out quickly, and then go, actually, no.
Yeah.
And but then when he actually did put it out quickly, you kind of see why he doesn't, because he can't.
He can't. No, he can't. And so it doesn't, which doesn't suit the way. Well, even I think it does suit actually because it's quite slow build up. There's no quick transitions. The one time we did do a quick transition, we almost scored in the first half.
There was this really good moment in the first half where we played ourselves out of a problem at the back.
Yeah.
And then we played it
Tonibo
across.
knocked. Yeah.
It went to Paquetá, went out wide, it
Yeah.
came across, and I thought that was actually decent, and it led to a corner, didn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that was a decent play. That was good. Can we see more of that? No, we can't. Apparently, we're not allowed.
You had your lot. You had your fill.
Yeah.
And then just before half time, we turned it on a little bit. It's like, well, where have we been for the other 42 minutes? You know what I mean?
It was the same in the second half, weren't it? It was crap until the last 10 minutes.
Although apparently we did stop a record. Well, it was currently a record. In fact, that West Ham had the last 14 home games hadn't kept a clean sheet. Yeah. So we've kept our first clean sheet at home for 15 games. So brief solace.
Silver lining, I guess.
Every cloud.
Yeah.
We didn't concede first. We didn't concede. We didn't score. We didn't concede. Just mental.
Seriously, though, it is just tiresome. It's halfway through it, I was actually thinking, why did I even bother coming today?
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people not there.
No.
There was a lot of empty seats.
Yeah.
I go. There's 8 of us that usually go. There was 2 of us today.
Yeah.
We didn't even know.
Yeah.
We didn't even know that they weren't coming. Right?
Yeah.
I still don't know why they haven't come. We messaged them and say, "Oh, why are you ain't here?" I don't know. We have no idea. They didn't turn up today. But there was a lot of empty seats today, and I think a lot of people were just like, they know exactly what they're going to see.
I think particularly when like obviously pre-match there were still concerns about Bowen.
Yeah.
There was concerns about Todibo. We know Kudus was never. We know Alvarez. So you thought it was going to be a bit of a war of attrition, which to be honest, it probably was towards the end. But for a big period, I mean, as I said, I don't think Everton were particularly good. We weren't particularly good. We made them look better than I thought they were. And when you looked at their starting lineup, you looked at their bench, you looked at our squad. You know, we had more than enough to do them. More than enough on paper to do them. But as you said, you don't win games on paper, so it's trouble.
No, you don't win games on paper. look, we know these players are capable of putting in much better performances. We know that they're capable of putting in a little bit more effort, playing with a little bit more passion.
But the thing is, the thing, if someone said to you, right, okay, last 3 home games, two wins and a draw, you think ain't bad, but it was been shit. It's been awful.
Yeah, it has been.
Football's bad.
Yeah, football is bad.
Football is bad. It's not good enough.
No,
Get her out.
nothing's good. No, I mean, look, you look at the record, you look at again.
Yeah.
Look, I said before the Brentford game, I was just like, if we can pick up, I think it was like 7 games. I said, like, if we can pick up at least 8 points in these 7 games, then I'll just like, I'll see how we do. I think we're on 8 points now.
Yeah.
We've won 1, 2 and drawn 2, which, look, it's not. It's the football for me. It's the actual experience of going and watching the game.
Yeah.
And people may say, well, yeah, results is what matter. And I was totally with that at some point. But it gets to you.
I mean, even under David Moyes, we'd have had a go, wouldn't we? I know maybe once or twice, but it was better football than this, I'd say. Or maybe I'm looking at it from rose-tinted glasses. That's the trouble. We always look at things nostalgically, don't we?
No, we're not getting anything different.
Yeah.
We've not got anything different this season
No.
than we were last season. Before last season, yes.
Yeah.
We're not seeing anything different this season from last season. We're seeing exactly the same. The exact same shit. Half of my match reports that I started off last season were, fuck me, we made hard work of that.
Yeah.
And if we had won today, I would have been like, fuck me, we made hard work of that. It's the same thing.
Yeah. It is, but
The difference is that last season we knew we knew what Moyes.
Yeah, we don't know. We still.
We knew it was crap.